Alright, so James asked me to stay home today, so I did. It's now 11:44 and everyone else is still sleeping. I kind of want to wake Karina up and bring her down to the parade that's still going on. It goes on until 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's actually 11:42, that other clock is fast. But, I don't know, they're sleeping. They're just sleeping, so I'm working on my video and moseying around the house. And yeah, I don't know. I guess I could go clean it and put it in the garden while Karina sleeps. But I'm gonna try to wake James up and see if he wants to go to this fair with me. He doesn't want to go anywhere today, that's right. But we missed the Bubble Festival, and James was really like, I don't want to be home by myself tomorrow, so I stayed home. He's supposed to be up there with me. So hopefully I can wake him up in a little bit. No.
I just take.
Okay. I love you. Oh, I love you so much. My cute little baby. Squish! Hey! Why are you chewing on things? You have food. That's not food. You're gonna hurt yourself. Get over here. Come here. Stop chewing on things. Squish is silly, huh? He likes to chew on everything.
He's a silly guy.
He's a silly guy, yeah. Boop. Yo, Karina told me about her dream. Do you want to tell me about your dream again?
Mine was my first.
Your dream was your first dream?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, what did you dream about?
Dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs? That's not what you told me. You told me you had a dream about camel crickets. You said camel, and then you said camel cricket. And they were climbing. And they were using their arms and talking to you, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. What else did you dream about? What is this about the dinosaurs?
The dinosaurs talk some buddies now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. I had a dream that I was getting a bunch of free stuff for Karina. Like, we went to a giveaway, and I was getting, like, fireworks, and I was getting kitchen setware stuff, and coloring books, and, like, all kinds of stuff for free. With this big bag and this big box, and someone was there with me who waited inside for me. I don't know. It was a weird dream.
It's all gone.
It's all gone. I guess it's maybe, like, a dream about, like, us missing some of the events, and maybe me regretting missing some of the events.
Oh,
I don't know.
gone. I ate it.
You did eat it. You ate it all up. You are a good eater.
I ate it on the bench.
Yeah, it's the sink. We can't figure out how to turn off the water in this house yet, so we didn't put the sink in yet. Oh. Where you going, baby?
That's the flower.
Careful, don't fall. Baby.
Calculator.
They're calculators, yeah.
And some students and something to dinner.
You want something to dinner?
And some more.
Oh, you want some more cheese? You want me to give you some more? Because you want some more?
Yeah.
Yeah, you think that's how this works? I gave you two handfuls, remember? Look at that face of determination. Oh, you little face of determination, huh? You're like, Mom, I'm going to sit here and talk to you about this cheese, huh? Is that what you're going to do?
I see. I know, and that's ouch.
I know I have the Brett somewhere. I should pull back your hair, either put it up or put a Brett in it.
Yes, Mom. That's our family couch.
Oh, that's our family couch? Okay. It's already 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I should have just went down to the fair earlier and then come back. But I didn't. But we really did. We missed out.
Mom,
The one close to here had great
on
food.
the other bed.
Oh, baby, you are tiny, so you're able to sit on the sink without breaking it. If Mama were to sit on that, Mama might break the sink, and I want the faucet to go on our sink. I need the spigot to go on our sink eventually. Mama wants to replace that one because of how close it is to the basin. See the basin in here? See how high up this is? Ours is like right here, so it's really hard for us to do dishes out here.
I'm higher.
You are higher. You're higher, you're off the ground.
See a or.
Yeah, I see.
See a or, so you can break it or fall.
No. Oh, no. We don't want to break it. We don't want to fall. Alright, you want to be nice and safe on it. Need to get more air traps.
Bug, bug, bug.
Bug, bug, bug. Bug, bug, bug. We're gonna see the ants marching down. Bug, bug, bug. Bug, bug, bug.
That's Papa.
That is Papa. Papa's finally up.
Let's hang up.
Yeah, Papa's finally up. Do, 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 do.
He goes.
What are we gonna do today? All that we can do. We're gonna maybe go to a fair or two. What can we do today? Do today. Live out this day.
It's a new day.
Today it's actually pretty cloudy. It's a cloudy day, baby. It looks like it's gonna rain soon. I don't mind staying in.
Elephant finger, elephant finger.
Oh, you! Elephant.
I am.
How do you do? I love you. Mwah. 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 My baby. Karina is here. You want to talk to her?
No. Take it out.
No, don't take it out while it's on. Turn it off first. Turn it off first, honey. I don't know if that'll break yet, but go ahead. Now it's off. See? You want to turn it off first. You don't just don't just take that out while it's on. I don't know about this system, but older cartridge machines break when you do that.
I told you to turn it off before you do it too.
He's doing bye-bye.
He's saying bye-bye, yeah?
He's saying bye-bye.
He's saying bye-bye. Look at these feet. Look at these feet. Bye-bye. Look at all those goofy-looking guys on the front. Doing the dance and sing for you.
Each time you turn the page, touch the green go circle. Open your book and touch the green go circle.
Open your book another page. Jen, help her up.
Each time you
It's
turn
green.
the
Good
page,
go.
touch
You gotta load it first.
Got to tell your
See? Wags the dog.
I shake, shake, shake the meringue. I love playing my rig guitar. I. Here come the drums. Get ready to wiggle. Lead ukulele koala, the red koalas love the blue, the purple. This koala.
She had to have hit some button for some other page in the book.
Yeah.
There you go, honey.
Wag the dog moves to a wiggly groove. Woohoo! Touch a music. When playing a game, let's wag the dog.
I still feel awful.
Mm.
The bells.
Try touching the pictures of Wag the dog and the wiggles.
Okay. It has to be on the page.
It's got to be on the desk.
You want us to turn the book around?
On a table.
Pictures
You want to,
on
James,
the
you want to
page.
turn the book around for her?
She's just playing with it.
This on the book.
To play a game, touch the orange swirl.
Girl.
At the
You want to turn
front
it
of
off?
the page.
Turn it off first.
This on a.
You want to get on the floor?
You have to get by the table.
No, she means the table.
You could ask me to move first.
I'm not. No, I can't actually.
Okay.
Turn around on the table. So we can play it. Play the Legos, Papa?
And Papa's.
Let me see.
No.
Ugh.
Let me see. On my phone.
Here you go. That's right.
Are you recording this whole thing?
Yeah.
Papa,
What, honey?
It's our special day together.
Or something. I don't feel really special, and I don't feel like it's a day. I'll tell you what.
Well, you asked us to stay home. We missed our fun
I
activity
did not
to stay
ask you
home.
to stay home. Why? All I said once, was that I feel it's unfair that we were supposed to hang out this weekend, and I'm going to be sick inside all weekend.
I
And
know.
you spent the rest of the day telling me that I asked you to stay home. Did you not want to go out today or something?
No, you said it was unfair for us to go out all the time.
No, I
You
said
asked
it's
me to stay
unfair
at
that
home.
I don't get to go out this weekend.
No, you whatever.
That's a little.
I acknowledge that you said it, and then you immediately took it back because you didn't mean for me to stay home. No, I mean, like, well, before, though, you could have just acknowledged it.
Say it though.
You did.
I never once actually asked you guys to stay home and not do anything today.
Yeah, you did. You did take it back, but you did say it.
You seen it as implied by the question, by me pointing out that it's not fair that I don't think I hang out with my phone.
Yeah, I told you that you did because we stayed home all day yesterday. For the most part. Because you weren't up until after we got back. It's okay. Don't worry about it. There's always more bubble festivals anyway. I'm kind of bummed that we missed the free pastries and stuff. Yeah, the one that's close to here. But it'll be next year too. I'll take her to it next year. Well, they're like at 11 a.m. in the morning, honey. What? They are fun. They're just early. That's when all the kid activities are, honey. They're at 10 a.m., 9:30 a.m. Like, what? Well, yeah, normal people are in bed by 8 o'clock at night. Well, there's tons of people there, so... You are? Let me see. Oh, you're putting your little things in the cart too? You're so cute. Your little magnets. Yeah. Karina, you still want eggs, right?
I got all things. Everything in my car. I got food.
Skip to my loo, skip to my loo, skip to my loo, skip to my loo, my darling. Flies in the buttermilk, shoe fly, flies in the buttermilk, shoe fly, flies in the buttermilk, shoe fly, skip to my loo, my darling. We're going to Texas 2x2, going to Texas 2x2, as quickly as she went, she is gone. So skip to my loo, my darling. Lost my partner, what will I do? Lost my partner, what will I do? Lost my partner, what will I do? Skip to my loo, my darling. Find another as pretty as you. Alright, we got some eggs going. One dash going. Tea time stuff going. Let's see what we got. We'll have some of this raspberry. My finger.
You got yourself a good cookie?
Ouch, my back. Alright, James.
What?
Yours is up. Yours is ready to go.
Oh, you cooked me eggs anyway, didn't you?
Of course.
Why'd you bother asking me?
Because you're eventually going to want them. And I'm not making you something when I'm not cooking later. And then you...
I have indigestion right now.
Well, you don't have to eat them right now. I'm not saying you have to eat.
What, honey?
I'm saying your eggs are up.
Little pieces of what?
Like, order up.
Puzzle pieces. This is a game?
Maybe Karina will just eat those.
Poor guy, he's a watershed.
Should we talk about the water park? Do you want to go?
No, she's giving me a CD.
Oh. That's a game that we got from the fair the other day.
Yeah, apparently it is.
What?
But yeah, apparently it is.
Mm-hmm. It goes on the computer so she could play it. I told you she could play it later. It teaches the kids about like water conservation and stuff like
God
that.
damn it, Cat.
What do you do?
Karina put her cookie Nutri-Grain bar before the Switch came up and started chewing on the plastic.
Of course. Of course.
That little bastard.
He wants to kill himself on me so that we look like bad owners. What'd you do? You left plastic around, huh?
Karina, honey. Hey, Karina. Can you pick the cookie up so Switch doesn't eat it? If you eat it there, Switch is going to eat it on you. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you so much. Just don't leave it where Switch can get it. Put it on the couch or something. Yeah, that'll work. Thank you, honey. Thank you so much.
There's my baby's egg and corned beef and hash. Yummy, yummy. Look at that. I woke up first, right? And now I'm so tired. Let me just go back to bed. I feel like I'm ready for a nap. I don't really feel like doing anything at all. I'm gonna go sit on the floor and play with my kid.
It's not your actual thing. Oh, okay. So there's no way to join the game?
Yeah, just sign up and join it.
Mama?
Yes, Angel.
Oh, the island creator's available on Steam, but that's about it. Looks like.
Well, can't you do like an island creator then? For it?
No. I don't want to create an island. I want to play the damn game.
Well, at least let you sign up for it, so when it becomes available, you'll be on the list.
This is the similar kind of artwork I was planning on using for my game, actually.
Really? I believe it.
The weird kind of like, it almost looks like, what do they call that weird desert-based clay pottery? It reminds me of that.
Yeah, I don't know. Is this the game? What is this?
Special. I love these things. It's stuck in the eye with a fork.
Little baby girl, pick up your hot dogs and take another bite. She picks them up both up at the same time. She takes a bite. It's so cute. James is going to come over and join us in a little bit.
Hold it.
Hold it. How about you pick up one at a time? See, they're both bites on the other.
Upside down.
Upside down? Okay. You are the best baby ever. Another one? Go ahead. And it's opaque, so it means you can't see through it. You're such a good girl. This mustard is hot. I'm glad I didn't give any to Karina.
I think it's trans, right? No? Is it what is it?
It's opaque.
Why? Why is it opaque?
You can't see through it.
You can't see through it? That's a good girl. What about this?
It's opaque.
Oh, I can see you. I can see you. It's not opaque. What is it?
Glass is opaque.
The glass is opaque, but what about Papa's glass?
It's opaque, meaning you can't
It's
see through it.
transparent. I can see you.
I can't. My glass is opaque, meaning
How about
you can't.
this? I can see you. Is this, what is this?
Transparent.
Transparent. Good girl.
Yeah.
Like a baby.
The glass is too hard to see through. You really can't see through it.
Mm-hmm.
Good girl. It's Papa's little genius.
Go down a drain.
Mama wants you to reach your full potential. Don't care what that is.
Drink and Mom puts the water in.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go down a drain.
Look at the duckies go. We have two ducks. We have ducks in our yard. How cool is that? There he goes.
There goes the ducks.
There goes the ducks. We're going down to the lake.
Say bye-bye, duckies.
Bye-bye, duckies.
Bye.
Woo.
I'm at the park with my little boy.
At the-
My little boy go on a seesaw.
Yeah. Woo. Mama has to clean out the car tomorrow, I think. It's 1:17 and my girl is asleep. And my little boy, you can't see him really, but he's over in the chair. She's so perfect. She's everything I could have ever asked for in a baby. She's funny, she runs around. She's just perfect. Alright, so I am doing my budget once again. I'm still doing kind of like Dave Ramsey type of stuff. I kind of want to move the student loans to number 6. Baby step number 6 is paying off your house. Well, our house is paid off, but we have lot rent, so I need to get us onto our own land so that we don't have $720 being wasted every month on lot rent. We need our own little piece of land. Like, I honestly just need something as big as this trailer to be completely satisfied. I don't even care if we don't have a yard. I don't care at all. $720 a month equals $8,640 a year. That could be going towards the student loans instead of this. Now, James and I went to private schools. We both went to private school because I thought I was going to be rich once I graduated. Complete and total, like, this is fine. I understood the gravity of being in $64,000 walking in the door. I did not even get student loans. What happened was I applied for student loans as I was getting ready to go into college, and I got denied. They completely denied me. They were like, nope, you have no real credit history. You have nothing. I did own a house at the time. I owned 2 houses when I was 12. My mother sold one when I was 12, and the other one stayed in my name and stayed with me for a long time until I was actually in my second year of college, and I got money stolen from me, and I had to sell it in order to survive. As I had a $600 emergency fund, and it got stolen, and I was just like, well, my back was up against the wall. I had no additional money. I already gave too much money to James and Alexis, and I didn't have anything left. And I was just like, well, and I actually sold my house the next week. That's how easy it was, because the guy who lived next door, it was a duplex, wanted it. So he had actually bought it off the guy. He actually bought it off the guy Bill, and he was like, well, I didn't even have to go through, like, I went through a realtor, and the realtor was like, you realize this guy wants your house, right? And I'm like, oh. She's like, you don't even want me to be a part of this because I'm going to take a lot of the money away from you. So I only got $7,000 for the house. That's like, you know, it was like a good cushion at the time. It was like, oh my gosh, like, this is okay. Was it even 7? Maybe it was 5. The house really wasn't worth anything. There was a lot of damage to it. The floors needed replaced. The roof needed replaced. The awning in the back, that was actually a back porch, was taken off. So it was just cement in the back. It's in an old coal miner town. It's, you know, it was just like a really old house. My father bought out of pocket for $22,000. Like, he would own 2 houses outright because he saved up the money for him because he was a penny pusher like me. And oh, my baby. And so yeah, he bought 2 houses out of pocket. Anyway, so I went to college when I was 19. I failed the first grade because I was wearing an eye patch and I really wasn't that bright, and I had struggled with reading, so they failed me in first grade, no big deal. And so yeah, I graduated at 19, so I went to college, and silly me was like, I'm going to be the best photographer in the world. Best photographer ever. So that's why I had all that photography equipment that I gave away in like episodes ago. But the hours are crazy. People are very, very much people. And it just didn't work out the way that it planned. Instead, like, I went to college with a plan of, just surviving and, getting student loans and then maybe eventually getting jobs. Instead, I didn't get any student loans, so I got jobs right away. Like, I moved there in September. In October, I got 2 jobs back to back. I did the lab technician job in the mornings and the afternoons, and then I realized that UPS was hiring, so I got the job at UPS at night. Like, it was literally overnight. It was 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. And then my morning job, I'd go to home around 4-ish. Manon would give me a ride home, and then, I'd go upstairs and I'd take a shower and take a bath and fall asleep. And then I would wake up and, get out of the bathtub. I'd get up at 6. And I'd go down, maybe it was 5:30, because I think I had to be at work at 6. Go down to the school, and it was actually a partner program with the school where they let the kids be, lab technicians and stuff like that. You're just basically, setting the school up for the day. You're doing the trash. You're doing the chemicals in the dark room. You're doing just stuff like that. Just random, easy stuff, basically. You're mopping at night. So I would go to school, do the lab technician job, and as soon as I was done, I think the school started at, 7:20 or 7:30 or something. So I'd go to my first class, and then there was a break at noon, and then to 1. And then at 1 o'clock, I'd go to my second class. It was 1 to 5. And then after work, I would do the lab technician job. Well, they realized I was working at the school, and I was paying back the school as I was working at the school. Like, every time I got paid, I'd give them the money. I thought the first year is in dorms. So, I was already paying for dorms through schooling. And, that was additional. Like, walking in the door at $64,000. That doesn't include your housing. That doesn't include your food. That doesn't include your photography equipment. That doesn't include your paper. That doesn't include any of your supplies. It's just $64,000 to be like, hi, welcome. You're welcome to the school. You're welcome to the professors. That was it. So, yeah, like, it was just super duper expensive. So anyway, Tony realized that I could use another job. So I added in doing telemarketing for them, basically. It was, what was it called? Admissions representative. So, like, I was calling the kids, seeing if they were interested in the school, setting up dates, taking them on tours sometimes, doing all my paperwork at the end of the night, making sure they knew, when the scheduled was, and then, like, calling, verifying appointments, easy stuff like that. And then, so I was working from 5 o'clock in the afternoon until 7-ish, 7:30 at night, and then I'd get all my paperwork in by 8, and I'd walk home. Meet up with Manon around 10. It was a half an hour walk, so it wasn't really that bad. So, like 8, I'd be done, 8:30. Marguerite would give me rides home sometimes on Friday, because she realized I was walking every day. And so Friday night, she'd be like, Mindy, you want to ride home? I'm like, yeah. So she'd listen to jazz music, and, it was a 5-minute drive, a 30-minute walk. No bigs, and, that was my life, and I was having issues with my roommates, my dorm members. They were pissy because I wasn't cooking and cleaning like I was when I first got there. Like, when I first got there, I was cooking and cleaning, and then I started picking up jobs, and I had jobs, I couldn't cook and clean anymore. I was working overnight, I was working in the morning, I was working in the afternoon. I'm like, I'm not eating here, I brought a bunch of canned food with me. I'm eating a can of food on my walk or like whatever I'm doing. And, I'm not eating here. So I'm not going to be cooking and cleaning for other people because I'm not here myself. I don't have time to do this, basically, anymore. And so they got really upset with me, saying, I was a part of the house dynamic and I had to be taking out the trash and I had to be doing... But, if I wasn't contributing to the mess, I don't see why I had to have it be in a rotation for making meals, a few times a week and cleaning the living room. And, I would have vacuumed, stuff like that. But, they weren't making it easy or simple. Meal plans. I'm like, I can't do this, guys. I'm working. You don't understand. You guys have loans. I don't have any loans. I don't have any family members to back me up. I got nothing. So, I'm just, I have to pay every week or every month in order to stay. So that's what I did. I actually eventually made up a schedule with John in the office, and I was paying him every so often. But, anyway, let's see. And then, so I was having issues. So on October 31st, I ran into Mikey, and, I was like, can I just stay with you overnight? I didn't have the job at UPS yet. I just needed a place to stay at night. I was gone all day, every day. And then I got my job at UPS November, December, January 2/26 of 2016. So, so it was what year was it? Oh my gosh, 2016? What am I saying? 2006. 2/26 of 2006, I got the job at UPS. So, I was doing that overnights, and I didn't even need a place to stay at night anymore. But, October, November, December, January, February, yeah. And then I met James in December, and then I moved from October to December. I moved in with Mikey, basically. Corey was like, yeah, you could stay, whatever. So October to December, I was staying at Mikey's house overnight. In December, over the winter break, Tommy actually moved me into a new dorm. He was I worked with him every day, and he took me to a lot of places, mummers parades, and all kinds of things to shoot photography with him. He took me to a lot of benefits, and we did a lot of things. It's funny because I was so tired at the time. He's like, don't you remember we did this? And I'm like, right now, no. Right now, no, I can't remember anything. I'm sorry. He'd be like, oh, don't you remember when I got up on stage and I was taking photos of, the people on stage? And I'm like, I remember doing that too, though. I don't know. I don't remember, Tommy. I'm sorry. But now I actually do. But, at the time I was just so short-term memory freeze, So anyway, winter break in December, I moved in with my new roommates. They were so nice. Jesse and Sarah were so nice and so friendly and just, kept to themselves and did their own thing. And, Sarah took a nap every day and she ate really well, and Jesse was just nice. And, so Jess and Sarah were just nice girls. And I was like, oh, this is wonderful. And I got my own room, and they had their own rooms. Jess had the biggest room, and then Sarah had the medium-sized room, and I had the smallest room in the front. I didn't care, But, and, it's just such a nice transition. And, so that was the end of my year. And then in May, school was out, the 26th of May, or something like that. And, so I stayed with Mikey again, and Corey, because I had jobs, and I couldn't lose them, because I owed too much money to leave. So everyone else got a summer vacation. I stayed and I worked and I worked and I worked. And so I moved into the dorms with them. My mother actually helped me move that day. She was so mean to me that day. I'm like, you ever hit me again, you'll never see me again. Because she pulled on my hair that day that she was helping me move. I don't know what got into her, but I'm like, you haven't hit me in a long time, and you're not going to hit me today. And if you ever do, I don't need you. I didn't have a car or anything else like that. But, I was doing just fine without a car. I was relying on my friends that I had made, and I was really, really lucky. And people saw how hard I was working, and they were helping me. But, yeah, she pulled my hair back, and she tried to hit me. And I was like, you have to leave now. Thank you so much for coming. But, I'm like, you can't ever hit me again. I'm not dealing with this. And so that was the last time that she actually hit me, which was nice. Yeah, I had a messed up childhood. Whatever. But I don't know why she hit me. We were doing dishes, and, we were moving stuff, and I don't know what got into her, but it's whatever. And anyway, she left, and, I moved the rest of my stuff over, and, so that was May. And then June, we moved to the towers, a different tower. We moved from one tower to another. And then in August, we moved back to the tower that we were originally at because I got kicked out from the dorms basically because someone tattled on me and made it unpleasant for the guy who was running it, even though the guy who was running it knew I was there. It's just that another RA found out that I was there and was just like, she has to go. So I did. I left. And I was working, obviously, at UPS at the time, and I was working, I had lost the job as a lab tech because Tommy was like, you have to pick, if you're not able to be here Friday night, you have to pick whether you want the job at UPS or whether you want the job as a lab tech. Well, UPS paid $8 and the lab tech job paid $7 something. I think it was like $7.25 or something. So I took the higher paying job that would be able to keep longer because the lab tech job would have ended as soon as I graduated, and I kept that UPS job for an additional 2 years. So I got out of debt in 2009. I graduated with $52,800 worth of debt while working around the clock, while trying to, because I was paying for housing, I was paying for a lot of school supplies, paper, like, your Pearl paper and your Leicester paper and stuff for black and white darkroom paper is $80 a shot. So like I was paying it, and in my second year of college, that year that we moved in August, I got my own dorm. Basically, it was a studio apartment. It was just one room with a bathroom and a closet, and it was $850 a month to rent that studio apartment, more than what I pay here. A lot smaller than what it is here. A lot smaller. This is the nicest place that we've ever lived, and the cheapest place for the nicest place that we've ever lived. So yeah, we moved into the towers on August 22nd, 2006. And, yeah. So I graduated May of 2007. And then when I graduated, I became general manager I just replaced my daytime hours of the vitamin shop. And then I lost that job because that job closed. So I replaced that with like David's Bridal, which is a sucky job. And before that job, it was JCPenney's with timeless images. Crappy job. They were stealing hours and stuff. I was the manager. All right, I started off as the manager at Timeless Images in 2009. Right? Yeah, it was after I'd gotten out of debt. I lost my job at UPS, I think in 2010. Yeah, April 2010, I lost a bunch of jobs. We were going through like a crash, basically. So within like 2 weeks, I lost 2 or 3 jobs. I lost the job at Antonelli. They got bought out. I lost the job at UPS. They were cutting hours, and I went on to vacation that was okayed, and then they called me the first day of my second week, and Al was like, Mindy, you have to come in. And I'm like, I'm too far away to come in, and I can't. He's like, if you don't come in right now, then you're fired. And I'm like, Al, that's not fair. And he was like, well, then come in. And I'm like, I am more than an hour away from you. I'm like, is that okay? And he's like, no. And I'm like, well, it's the first day of my second week of my vacation, so I lost the job. My hands hurt anyway. My back hurt anyway. I was just like, okay, I'm done. But, so yeah, I was actually still working at Antonelli. I actually made my last payment while I was there of like 22 cents or something because it adds up every day. So like I paid them the entire amount, and then I had to call and pay them the last little bit. And she was like, you don't own anything until, 2022, something like that. Something like really far off. And I'm like, no, let's just pay this today. Thank you. And so like I paid them the last little bit of money. It was a couple cents. And they're like, okay, that's it. You're all done. And like, I was so disappointed when I finished paying off my student loans, like $52,800 working around the clock for all those years. And it was just like, that's it. I don't get anything. Because after my first year, the second year of college, they gave me student loans, and that's where all the interest accrued, like, and then by 2007, when I graduated, like, I got them in the beginning of the year in 2006, and then, like, I was still paying John, too, and I was still paying money, I don't know what, it was just the living expenses and stuff were so expensive, and then taking care of James and even Alexis was just so expensive because like I'd give him, you know, $60, $60, $60, $80, $60. Like really, that UPS job money really went towards James during that time, and Alexis, they went like out on dates and crap. And that was really stupid of me. I was just like, oh, I love him so much, blah, 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 whatever. If you ever love a guy and, you know, they're with somebody else living at your house, but you're paying for everything, let them go. It's not going to be worth it in the end, more than likely. I mean, we're doing really well now. We have a baby, we have a cat, we have a house. We're doing really well, but, yeah, there's so many people out there. Don't just get stuck on one person. Don't do that to yourself. But anyway, so yeah, 2009 I finished paying off the student loans, and then after that, though, it was really hard to keep motivation to work around the clock because, like, you know, this goal that I had in mind that I finally finished was over and done with, and then, you know, I wanted to save money, but I also wanted to sleep. You know, there's a lot of years there where I was standing up, sleeping in trucks while waiting for packages to load them on like a slow night. Or like, you know, I'd sleep in the guard shack waiting for Manon to come out. I did that a lot. Like, I'd just sit down and fall asleep. Or I got into Manon's car and I would fall asleep. Like, I trusted him completely. He was such a great guy. And he would, you know, I'd come out of the, into the guard shack and I'd be sleeping, like sitting down sleeping on the ground, curled up in a little ball, and he'd kick me and be like gently, like nudge me. And he'd be like, okay, come on, let's go home. And I'd get into his car and I'd just fall back asleep. And then the guys were always asking me, why don't you come out to, you know, dinner with us? And I'm like, man, do you want to come with me? You know, I don't want to go by myself because I was just going to fall asleep anyway, you know. Because I was so tired. But now I'm tired for same reason. So I'm not sleeping still. But, anyway. So I kind of did the Dave Ramsey plan when I went to college. James went to college, and his college was really expensive every year. I don't even know. Like, that's not my funds. I'm not sure. It took him a long time to graduate. He was in college from 2005 to 2011. So, I mean, there's a lot of time there where he accrued student loan debt. I was in college from 2005 to 2007, and I didn't even get student loans until 2006, so I only had student loan debt really for that year. I don't know why it wound up being, it must have been the interest that was piled onto it. I had pretty high interest rates. And then when I graduated and I was sending them, you know, every time I could, I was sending them like $1,000, $1,500, $2,000 a month, and you know, I was getting less and less, like, they'd send me a piece of paper, oh, you lost, you know, another percentage on your interest rate. So, like, if you send them a lot of money every month, they do take down the interest little by little by little. And then all of a sudden, like, your interest rate's like a 6, and you're like, oh my gosh, this is pretty, not so bad. It's not so crushing. So, I think it should be illegal to have, like, a 10% interest rate on the student loan payment anyway. Just because you're high risk. Like, you're going to put 10 to 15% on me because I'm high risk, and that's going to accrue every single day and add up every single day from, you know, I think it was originally like a $30,000 loan that wound up being $52,800 when I graduated. So, it was crazy. I don't remember what it was exactly, but it was crazy. So, I need to calculate James's student loans tomorrow because I'm going to be paying them anyway. I want to know exactly how much we owe towards them. And then I want to be able to, right now we have a lot of little things taxing us. We have, you know, the $500 coming out for the car insurance. We have another $352 coming out for the car maintenance that we got done on it. We couldn't pay it all off, so I'm just paying it every month. So, I mean, like, once the little taxing things come out and we get a little bit ahead again, I want to save up $5,000. James, what are you doing? Even my cat's like, what are you doing? Sounds like he's coming in, but he's like, oh, I've been making a video. I think he's making himself food. The, yeah, so right now we have, like, a bunch of little expensive that are debts that we are paying them off, and I'm working on that. So, it seems like every month something happens. But I want to save. What, honey? You think you're gonna take off tomorrow? Well, why don't you just call your... Did you do your timesheet today?
No, when I log in tomorrow.
Today is Monday. He says
Today is also a company holiday.
it doesn't matter. He says Monday. It means it should have been done by Friday. You're gonna get in trouble. No, you just woke her up by touching her.
What was there to eat again?
Tuna fish. It's in the blue bowl.
Something that's not gross.
That's what I made for your lunch for tomorrow is tuna fish. Please
What I
don't
made for your bite.
don't bite on me. How much was your college every year that you went?
I don't know a lot.
Like I know mine was 64,000. I don't know if that was per year or just the grand total. I remember getting the paper that said 64,000. But I paid a lot while I was going to school.
What else is it? It's not gross.
Eat your tuna fish.
What else is it?
Hot dogs. Yeah, there's hot dogs in the freezer. Please don't smack me that hard.
You like it.
I don't like it. I'm talking about how I kind of did the Dave Ramsey plan before I knew who Dave Ramsey was when I was going through school. Basically just learning every time.
Dave Scamsy, I know.
He's not a scammer.
Dave Scamsy.
He's telling people to be responsible and giving them some common sense steps.
Mm-hmm. Dave Scamsy.
He's not a scammer. He wants everyone to live well after they suffer by living every dime to
Terribly.
dime. No, not terribly. Just, waiting for your...
Live well after the
Exactly. Delayed gratification. Like that marshmallow experiment that you talk about, but you can't do in real life with your money. Yeah. Delayed gratification. You have to say...
No one has ever offered me 2 marshmallows later for... what are you talking about? No one's ever done
your
that.
money. You should have zero spending money for the next 3 years. We should get as much money saved as possible.
No, honey, that's an extreme, silly idea.
It's not silly. I did it when I was going to school. The only money I had that was spending money I gave to you.
Yeah, you live in absolute misery and do nothing, have nothing. Your life is terrible, and then you get frustrated and you act out. You probably get fired or something, and then your whole life falls apart. And now you have to be done somewhere.
See, he can't do the marshmallow experiment in real life with finances. Whatever. I'll eventually do it one day, maybe, but I doubt it. It's gonna leave it to me to figure it out. I'm sorry, baby. He talks about it a lot, but he can't do it to save his life.
You wonder if it's not just like set of pants. Just agitating my fat.
Then change them.
And this set of shorts, like this boxer shorts.
Then change them.
Well, this is like a new thing, and like it feels like I'm getting a rash, like throughout the entire underneath of my pants.
Then change them. So I'm gonna try and do this budget again, with all this extra stuff on it. Last time I got really frustrated with it, and I just couldn't figure out how to make it work. But now we're settled into our place, and I kind of know what the bills should be every month, and I feel like I'm more able to be oh, I'm not just guessing numbers, I have the numbers now. So, but medical, RX, kids classes, and tuition, and property taxes. I actually do know the property taxes. Adult classes, travel, we don't travel anywhere. AAA, we don't have it. New car fund, we don't have one. So, sinking funds are, non-existent in our world. Spending, fuel is always expensive, but I don't know how much it is right now. I need to actually look it up to see how much we've been spending with the new car. And without having the Jeep now for, the last couple of weeks. So, my goal is still to get my living expenses down to nothing. I don't want to have rent. I don't want to have lot rent. I don't want to be spending $8,640 a year on lot rent. I don't want to do that. That's crazy ridiculous. It's the cheapest rent we've ever had. It's the nicest place we've ever had. But that's still crazy expensive. $8,640 a year. Ow, that hurts. Stop biting me. I'm going to bite you back. Your crooked teeth sink into me the wrong way. Stop. Yes, you did. $8,640 a year is what we're spending. I know you're trying to be cute, but don't hurt me. Karina bites me. I bit her back the other day. Not hard, but I bit her back. I swear, James keeps biting me and I'll bite him back. It's not cute. We're gonna hate that. Yeah, right, I'm gonna go look at our bank statements and try and do real numbers. I think he wants me to make him food. Are you searching for me to make you food? It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm not sleeping. It's 2 something. Are you just trying to get me to make you food? What are you doing? You making peanut butter and jelly?
Peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Ooh, baby.
I will sit there and cry in the corner because Minnie doesn't love you.
Sweetheart, I'm very proud of you.
Like a big fat kid.
You are my big fat kid. Look at you. Oh, you're so cute.
Do be for me.
You're so cute. Notice how I'm not hurting you while I pinch you? I don't hate
You
you.
yell at me. Every interaction is scolding in nature. Go away.
Because you do bad
Nobody
things.
wants to be around you.
You do bad things to me. You're mean to me. You hurt me.
I'm nice to you. Why are you recording this?
Because I was already recording.
So you're recording you being a dick?
No. Maybe I should have sit out here and eat peanut butter and jelly with you.
No, no peanut butter and jelly for you. I got the good peanut butter, not that crappy stuff that you like.
I bought this.
It doesn't matter. I'm still using the good stuff. I'm not using the creamy stuff that you already have out.
Karina likes creamy. She doesn't like the crunchy
You
stuff.
like the creamy stuff too.
I do.
Gross.
Not gross. I just get creamy or crunchy. It doesn't matter. It's whatever they have.
Crunchy's the good stuff. It's peanut butter, not peanut cream.
Oh, I'll have to make a list of things that you like again. Because I think I misplaced it.
I'm kidding. I don't really care that much, Minnie.
Yeah, make a list.
It's a big fucking deal, that stuff sometimes.
Yeah, alright. I'm gonna go look at our budget. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's 2:38 already in the morning. I have to go to bed anyway. Might pick this up tomorrow. I love co-sleeping next to my baby. It feels like she grows at night. It really does. Like, she just gets a little bit bigger every day. She grows at night. I really hope that she thinks she has a good childhood when she grows up. So I'm trying to do lots of fun experiences and lots of mama and papa time. That's what I'm trying to do for her. Stuff basically that I didn't really get when I was a kid. I got some of it, but not. I don't feel like I got enough of just time. But my love language is pretty much time. Especially when I was younger, it's really just like spend time with me, you know. So I don't know what her love languages are yet, but hoping time's high on the list. Oh, baby. You okay? She's so cute. Alright, so it is 4 o'clock in the morning, but I'm done with the budget. The only thing it's not including is oil, starting next year if we don't get a different heating and cooling system, which would actually take away my snowball into the loan payment, because right now I have $180 to go into the loan, so that would bring me up to $970. But for like the one loan, not the other loan. So yeah, we have an actual working budget. It works. And I need to start taking out money from the bank so that this way we could do a cash system. So that this way when the money's gone, and we don't just keep spending. Because right now that's what James is doing. He just keeps spending. I put $20 in entertainment, $70 in James's blow money because that's what it's supposed to be. It's been way higher lately. And eating out, I put $50. Just because we started eating out and James wants to go out as a family, and if he goes out, he has to eat out. So we're going to have to choose cheap restaurants that we have coupons for, and Once we hit the $50 mark, we hit the $50 mark. Entertainment, once we hit the $20 mark as a family, we hit the $20 mark. Maybe we could see, but parking in the city is like $20 anyway. If we take the train in and out, it'd be maybe like, thinking for one of us, but for 3 of us now, that'd be $15 one way, pretty much. It's $5 a piece, I believe. I don't know how we're gonna do that. Anyway, I put $20 in entertainment. I wish he'd go to free things with me, but he won't. But altogether, it's $140 for the 50, 70, and the 20 for eating out, blow money, and entertainment. I put $200 in groceries because I seem to be spending $200 for groceries and household goods. That includes Squish's cat food, cat litter, Squish is so expensive, and wet food. So expensive. He's so expensive. Along with anything that Karina needs. I've been spending $200 the last 2 months. I did it for the last 2 months, and I actually didn't even spend $200. Groceries. I spent $194.15 at the store in May, and in April I spent $226 actually and 15 cents in May. In April it was $194 and 15 cents. So I'm gonna try and keep it at $200, even just $200. That's crazy amount of money. I have a car payment of $350 something to pay back for the car work. So this working budget isn't gonna work this month coming up, but the next month coming up it's actually going to work. I need to start throwing more money into savings for our sinking funds because right now I have $20, or no I don't, I have $10 in clothes and shoes, I have $5 in haircuts, I have $2 in gifts and parties, like every month, so like adds up to a year. So clothing and shoes would be $120 a year for clothing and shoes. We don't spend that much money in clothing and shoes, so I think it's a good thing. Haircuts would be $60. Right now, James has a free haircut coupon, and I got my haircut for free too. I spent $5 on my haircut. So, $5 times by 12 is $60 for haircuts, which we might not even blow through. Gifts and parties is $2 times by 12, which is $25. The garden, I put down $20 a month to save. Christmas and birthday parties, I put down $50, which is $600 a year. I'm guessing we could maybe use that to fully fund Christmas, birthdays for all of us, because that's a lot of money. $600 for a Christmas or whatever, that's a lot of money. We didn't spend anywhere near that this year. Birthday parties, we went out to dinner, and that's every holiday. That would be covering every holiday. Mama's Day, we spent $60 out to dinner, which is crazy, but we did. Karina's, right around Karina's birthday and my birthday, we spent $40 out, down at the sushi restaurant. We should, $600 should more than cover it. James's birthday is coming up soon, and we're going out on a few outings for him that he wants to go to, with his friends, so, and then Christmas, yeah, $600 should fully cover it. I spent $125 this year, so, and a lot of it was actually gifted, so that was really nice. I put down $20 in medical because James has been going to the doctors lately, and it costs $15 every time that you go. And then the subscription that he got was $4 for the subscription that he got. And so it'd be nice to just have that covered and not have to worry about that. I put down property tax as well, but it's $600, so it's like $50 And then pet care, I put down 15 because Squish's 1 year pet visit is $150. And I pay for his food and his toiletries and wet food in with the grocery budget of $200. So savings, I should be saving $647 to pay our homeowner's insurance, our car insurance, and our regular savings. And on top of that, I should be saving for the sinking funds, because the car maintenance and the home maintenance are each $150 a piece, like for things that you need for your home. So it's $75 per car, 75 is 150. So, and then just our normal bills, right? So that's our entire budget. I need to start saving more money. We need to be able to pay for things out of pocket. We don't use credit cards. We've never used credit cards. We've always gotten by without them. We do have 2 credit cards that we don't use. We've never used. You know, we have some things with the house that we need to fix. So $150 is not going to cover them. But I mean, the house is only worth, it's probably not worth what we bought it for, but I put down what we bought it for and did the 1%, so it's $150. So, yeah, it's nice to have a budget that works. I just need to be able to work it. Like, you know, I need to be able to pay off what we owe for the car, and I need to be able to actually work this budget, because it should work. And I should be able to save money and spend money, and, you know, I think I'm going to get the $200 in cash, too, for the groceries. And as soon as I'm out of money, I'm just like, I have to be done. Even if James whines, we need bread, we need this, we need this, we need that, we need this. No, we don't. We gotta stop. And he's still like, oh, you gotta spend more money on the food. No, I don't. We do just fine. We got food. The $200 gets spent mainly at Aldi's. I usually spend, like, I don't know, $100 there. Really, like, I stock up on mayonnaise, because we use a lot of mayonnaise in this house. I stock up on butter. I stock up on chips for James's work, chips for, like, chips and salsa, James's granola bars. That's what that stuff is spent on. Like, that's what the food money is actually spent on. We are very blessed. We go to pantry, and we get a lot of help with food, and we're still spending $200 a month on food. Like, that's crazy. Food is so expensive. It's so expensive. And then I don't have any blow money at all. I got nothing. I get to buy gas, though. We have $200 in the gas account. So that means I get to go places. There's nothing that I honestly need or want to buy. Like, there's nothing. I don't want anything. I honestly want to get rid of. Like, if I could get rid of everything that we own, have 3 plates, 3 forks, 3 spoons, 3 knives, I would do that. You know, have 2 outfits for everyone. Just, you know, switch between the 2 of them. Maybe 5 outfits for Karina, 3 outfits for me, and, you know, 4 or 5 outfits for James, because he works outside the home. Honestly, I wouldn't mind getting James. If we had actual money, I'd go out to the store and buy James the same pants and the same shirt. Right down the line, he'd wear the same thing every day. Black shirt, black pants. Black shirt, black pants, you know? Maybe a black and white shirt and with black pants. And, you know, just wear the same thing every day. There's no reason to switch it up, I don't think. But, yeah. That's just me, though. I want everything gone. I want everything gone. James is like, you're being lazy. You don't want to clean the house. No, I don't want to clean the house. I want to spend time with my child. I want to play with her. I want to bring her places. I want to spend time with her. Alright, well, it's after 4 o'clock in the morning. I am done with my budget. I just need to make it work. I need to work it. I need to get cash out. I need to actually go down to the bank every month in the beginning of the month, or like the middle of the month, or like whenever it is, and get cash out and just have the cash on hand somewhere, and just hand James $70, put it in his wallet, he could carry it around with him and spend it. Have, you know, a 50 and a 20 laying around for eating out and for entertainment. So like $270. I need to take out plus 70. 77 is $140. So I need to take out $340 from the bank every month. Just, I need $340 so this way we're not overspending, because we have to stop spending. We have to start using the envelope system because we are blowing the budget out of the water. James is eating out. James is going out with his friends. James is spending a lot of money. Like, he's spending like $200 a month on his blow money, and it's supposed to be $70. He's like, I don't spend that much. I'm like, the numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie. So I need to start physically going down to the bank and physically handing him money like I was. I got lazy and didn't do it. Because I figured, oh, he has it, you know. But, like, when you're swiping that card, it's easy to swipe that card, especially when you're a spender. Just, you know, it's easy. When you have the cash in hand and you run out of cash money, it's harder. And then James has a subscription for $13.99 a month that I'm not even counting as a part of his blow money. And that's for his Final Fantasy game that he doesn't even play. But he won't disconnect it. He won't get rid of it because he's afraid it's going to be hard to reassign for it. So, it's just such a waste of money. Like, I see that $13. I'm like, I could go so many other places. I could save that for something else. Alright, but this is my life. This is what we're doing. We're going to get out of debt. We're going to get out of debt. I don't have a land fund, but I'm going to get some land. What I'm probably going to do is not spend any of this money where it says it's going to go and save it for land. I need land. If I can knock out $8,640 a year off of the lot rent, you know, knock that money out and have that go down to zero for rent and then just pay taxes. Yeah, that $8,000 can go towards student loans. I can't wait to see how much student loan debt we're in tomorrow, see where the numbers really at. Oh, my baby. And calculate how much longer it's gonna take us to get out of debt. Right now we're in a 14-year plan with the one, and I think an 11-year plan with the other. So we knocked out the one student loan company, so right now we only have 2 instead of 3, which is really nice. So I have to go to sleep. This is what I'm doing.